Robbie Scanlon, who made the catch. It's going to take us a little bit of time to get the Thunder defense set because on the lineup card they gave us the names, not the positions of which the players are playing. So Rob and I will do our best to pick this up as we go. Colt Walker next, the shortstop. Takes an off-speed pitch outside.
Keep waiting for one of the kids to step in front of the camera and show us their numbers so we get a couple different positions out there.
We've had runs, we've had heat, we've had humidity, we've had storms, we've had just about everything here at Logansport.
And Aaron Welsh, the center fielder, number 1, does us a favor out there and stands in front of the camera. He's playing center field, number 1. He'll hit second in the Thunder order coming up.
Thank you, Mr. Albright. You're doing God's work over there.
Well, he did me a favor. I asked him to, and sometimes kids do what they're told. Most of the times they don't, but sometimes they do.
Sometimes they do what you ask.
Sometimes they do what you ask, and he just did. I'll have to go thank him, maybe with a milkshake or some Skittles or something.
The Indiana Braves were a winner today over the Stampede at 9-8. So a hard-fought ball game earlier. We're at Lebanon Memorial Park. This one pulled high in the air, not getting out of the infield, though, as the shortstop is able to make the catch. And that does it. A 1-2-3 inning for Royals White to start off this one. We'll see the Indiana Thunder lineup when we come back in a moment on the ISC Sports Network.
At Mulberry Telecommunications, it doesn't matter whether you play from home, learn from home, or work from home. We have you covered with fiber-fast internet. Whether you video chat to stay connected with friends and family, or operate a small business, you can do so with the reliability that Mulberry Telecommunications fiber internet provides. From streaming video to regular web surfing, the possibilities really are endless. And that's a reason for all of us to celebrate. Packages start at just $49.95. Visit mintel.net to sign up today.
For over 50 years, the Greater Lafayette World Series has brought our community together through the game of baseball. Ford and Lincoln of Lafayette are proud to support the players, families, and fans who make it all possible. When it's time for your next vehicle, buy with confidence with our lifetime warranty. Plus, get 0% APR, no payments for 90 days, and a 2-year complimentary maintenance plan on select new models. Good luck to every team from Ford and Lincoln of Lafayette.
That was a very quick first inning. Both teams go 3 up, 3 down. As you take a look here, big part of the story here at Logansport today has been the rain. We have broadcast 2 games for you on the ISC Sports Network. This is number 3, and this game is a big one. It's right to go to the Gold Championship Trophy game tomorrow morning, and Jackson Ecker is up first. Ecker earlier today, a bit of a rough outing against Harrison. He struck out twice and also flew out to left. So Ecker trying to get his first hit of the day here at Logansport against Cash Cole. The pitch from Cash in there for a strike.
He's in the box real flat-footed. Needs to be a little bit more athletic, especially for a cleanup hitter. I'd like to see him really try and drive the ball. He's a little stiff in the batter's box there with no load, no lean to him whatsoever.
Contact made in the air. 3 guys converging. Somebody's got to get it, and it ends up bouncing down. So
that's a single for him.
Yep. I mean,
center fielder's got to call that ball. That's his all day long. He's got to be loud. That's got to be his ball. As he gets older, he's got to make that play out there. That's got to be his ball.
So we know Carson Neal is at shortstop.
Yeah, good pickup there, sir.
And our first hit of the game for either team. Jack Dodge is up. Now Dodge 1 for 2 earlier today. Also had a walk and a stolen base. Scored a run. And the teams win over Harrison to advance to this one. And Dodge for this game is the extra hitter. Puts it in play over to Carson Neal. Flips to second to get 1, and all they end up getting. So 6-4 on the fielder's choice.
Still a good decision to get the lead runner out.
Bringing up the designated hitter, number 12, Hank Ledbetter.
Hank Ledbetter is next. Ethan King is your second baseman, who helped come over to finish that defensive play. Condensation in the window, and I've got to give Charlie Hammock a ton of credit between games for trying to clean that off, and he did the best he could, but Mother Nature was like, ha ha, you think I'm done with the humidity? I got way more where that came from.
There's a 9-foot squeegee up here. This must not be the first time this has happened.
Oh no, they've been through it at Logansport. No doubt about it.
I just like saying the word squeegee.
I don't blame you. It's a funny word. That pitch got away from the catcher, and that is considered a pass ball. Heading down to second is Dodge.
There's your first runner in scoring position, less than 2 outs, so see if they can bring him around and get a lead.
It's Caden Grundy behind the dish. Count is 1-0. Sent high in the air. Almost a similar position as last time, but Carson Neal at shortstop is able to make that play. You know, by the way, that's now 6 combined defensive outs by the shortstop between both teams. It just goes to show you how busy that position has been to start off this game.
Put your best player there for a reason, generally speaking.
Now there's 2 away. Soren Beery into the game and pulls the first pitch foul.
And we had a lot of heavy rain here, John. Really thankful we have a turf field here at Logansport High School. Otherwise, I think they would have lost the field a long time ago. So kudos to them for their great facilities here and the good hospitality. The Lafayette greater area did a really good job hosting this great tournament.
And he cuts on and misses, but Caden Grundy, the catcher, has a hard time catching up to it. So on to third goes Dodge.
Another position here. 64, Pax Hyde is the third baseman.
And the left fielder is Cameron Sims.
I feel like we're Harry Carey here, trying to play left field.
So now we have the entire defense. Cameron Sims in left, Aaron Welch in center, Robbie Scanlon in right. And yet again, Cash Cole and Caden Grundy are just not on the same page. And that allows Dodge to score.
Wild pitch.
So on the wild pitch, we've had wild pitches and pass balls, and now it's a 1-0 lead for the Royals.
Free bases hurt you no matter if it's a walk, wild pitch, whatever. Giving free bases is never going to help win a baseball game.
Now the bases are clear for Soren Beery. The count 1-2 to him. And that pitch nearly hit him.
Teams on there saying, wear it. Hey, you wear it at your head. You wear that. Ducking out of the way.
Two to Beery, pulls out a play.
A little defensive swing there. Love the catcher's look. That all white is really sharp. I like that. Back behind the dish there. Looks like he's a member of the Jedi.
It's actually incredible the amount of stuff catchers have to wear.
It really is. Hope he's wearing the most important thing under there.
Here's the 2-2. Put in play, chopped right back to Cole.
Beery.
Cash Cole underhands to first, and that takes care of the inning. But the Royals white get a run on a hit. No errors and nobody left on base. For an inning and a half, they lead it 1-0 on the ISC Sports Network.
No one left on base.
At Mulberry Telecommunications, it doesn't matter whether you play from home, learn from home, or work from home. We have you covered with fiber fast internet. Whether you video chat to stay connected with friends and family, or operate a small business, you can do so with the reliability that Mulberry Telecommunications fiber internet provides. From streaming video to regular web surfing, the possibilities really are endless. And that's a reason for all of us to celebrate. Packages start at just $49.95. Visit mintel.net to sign up today.
For over 50 years, the Greater Lafayette World Series has brought our community together through the game of baseball. Ford and Lincoln of Lafayette are proud to support the players, families, and fans who make it all possible. When it's time for your next vehicle, buy with confidence with our lifetime warranty. Plus, get 0% APR, no payments for 90 days, and a 2-year complimentary maintenance plan on select new models. Good luck to every team from Ford and Lincoln of
Batters 8, 9, and 10 coming up in the order for the Royals white. They got a run in the second inning, and that is the difference in the game, and they were able to score that run without even getting a hit. And that was Jack Dodge, who came around to score with the help of pass ball and a wild pitch. Now Connor Lindvall's up to bat, the team's center fielder, and fouls the first pitch back 0-1. Lindvall earlier today in the team's win over Harrison was 0 for 2 with a walk. He was also batting 8th in the order in that game.
He helped the pitcher there, threw a first pitch way up in the strike zone. He chased it anyway.
That one smoked right back to Cole. And that's the second straight 1-3 put out defensively for the Indiana Thunder.
He does a nice job just fielding that, and jogging over toward first base, making an easy play on his teammate. So many times you see pitchers try and make that throw from the pitcher's mound. It's just not an easy throw, and sometimes you throw it into right field and have to chase it for a while. He's doing a nice job not letting that happen.
Cash Cole has pitched now 29 and 2/3 innings this summer, and that one is fouled out of play by Landon Pierce. He does have a save in relief, and his ERA is 1.54.
Pretty solid number there.
He has 18 strikeouts to 8 walks. Does Cole. And Cole motors in a strike. He does not mess around, you can tell.
Well, he's already about it. His ERA number, even if he throws 7 innings, he's going to give up that 1 run. And the ERA is calculated by 9, so he's already given up more than he's used to giving up. And it was an earned run back in the second.
Oh, 2 misses away to make it 1-2 to Landon Pierce. Pierce was 0 for 2 earlier today, but did score a run. He got on by way of an error. Well, actually, he didn't score the run. His courtesy runner did. But the count is now 2-2 to Landon.
He'll tell his grandma he did that.
You're right. That's popped up. Might be playable. It's in foul territory, but Caden Grundy was waiting on it. 2-way.
That wasn't the first time he's done that. I think that's a really nice play and find by Grundy, the backstop right there. Real good job.
Oscar Guillaume is next.
And that ball spinning back towards you, it's never going to come down where you think it is. It's always a step back from where you think, and he did a real nice job finding it, keeping his legs beneath him and making a good play back there. Good job, backstop.
Pitch from Cole outside. Now the wind was a pretty big factor earlier today, coming in at around 20+ miles an hour. Sent over to first, scooped up by Hintz, and Trevor Hintz able to run over and toe tap first base, and Guillaume is retired. So another 1-2-3 inning. And through 2.5, though, it's still the Royals in the driver's seat. Greater Lafayette World Series on the ISC Sports Network.
At Mulberry Telecommunications, it doesn't matter whether you play from home, learn from home, or work from home. We have you covered with fiber-fast internet. Whether you video chat to stay connected with friends and family, or operate a small business, you can do so with the reliability that Mulberry Telecommunications fiber internet provides. From streaming video to regular web surfing, the possibilities really are endless. And that's a reason for all of us to celebrate. Packages start at just $49.95. Visit mintel.net to sign up today.
For over 50 years, the Greater Lafayette World Series has brought our community together through the game of baseball. Ford and Lincoln of Lafayette are proud to support the players, families, and fans who make it all possible. When it's time for your next vehicle, buy with confidence with our lifetime warranty. Plus, get 0% APR, no payments for 90 days, and a 2-year complimentary maintenance plan on select new models. Good luck to every team from Ford and Lincoln of Lafayette.
So, John, before you start going, you were giving a compliment a little bit ago about your talent as a broadcaster. Do you think Bob Costas ever had to deal with condensation on a window in front of him like this in a
Oh,
professional
I'm
baseball
sure he
game?
did. I'm sure he did. Listen, you got to fight through adversity and everything.
I understand. I want you to know you were just compared to Bob Costas. I want you to make sure you know that.
Oh,
That's-
okay.
That was the comparison I just made.
Well, yeah, you're probably the only one that would compare me to him. I
Well,
appreciate
I just
that.
want to make sure you notice, that's all. And there is what you see, spin on a turf field. That ball was foul until it wasn't. It spun back into fair territory. One pitch, one out. And Scanlon didn't run that one out. So I would imagine Dad will be talking to him about that one when he gets home tonight.
So Robbie Scanlon with a very quick at bat, not at all probably how he envisioned it, and that brings
No,
up
you
Caden
sort of
Grundy.
watched this ball just sort of spin. If the camera didn't follow, he didn't even think there was a chance in going fair.
And then he realized it. Oh, that's
Yeah.
tough.
And
That
ball
is
just
tough.
spins like a golf ball. You see it go back right at the end there. That's a fair ball all day long.
There you get a look at what our head cameraman's looking at. A lot of
Yeah.
condensation.
Yeah, Bob Costas would have minions out there wiping the window off.
Nah, we can fight through it.
Well, we
All
can.
good.
Bob Costas wouldn't.
Soren Beery has it hit right to him at third, and Beery throws out Grundy, 2 down.
I'm talking about Bob Costas, not us. This is par for the course for people at our level, John. We're just guys out here talking about baseball and spin and wind and weather and all kinds of fun things on a Saturday here in the end of July.
Paxton Heidi is up. He's hitting 9th in the order. And he just found the gap and went right after it. First pitch, and
It's amazing what happens.
8 guys in a row go down
Yeah.
on outs, but Pax Heidi breaks that streak.
It's amazing what happens when you stay back and drive a baseball. He stayed behind it and just drove it. See how long he waited there on that swing, and the bat was nice and level through the strike zone. He just smoked it up the middle for this first hit of the night for the Thunder.
Now we've got Cam Sims, who is playing left field, but batting 10th because they do have an extra hitter in their order. Pickoff try to first, and Heidi is back in plenty of time.
Oh, you do? Oh, nice. Is he a good kid? Yeah, good.
I almost wonder if they'll send him here trying to get a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. So he can try to score on one more hit versus a couple. We'll see if they send him. They do not.
I want to see how much Paxton Heidi has stolen bases. And according to the good folks who run the Indiana Thunder Game Changer, they say that Heidi has only stolen 2 bases this summer.
And his lead's about 22 inches over there, so probably not going to be number 3 for him. Doesn't seem to be much of a speed demon, at least a threat to be. But if you're going to send him, now's the time to do it.
1-1. That sidewinding pitch driven into center and caught there by Connor Lindvall. And that takes care of the bottom of the third. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left on. 1-0. The score remains. Advantage Royals, inning number 4 next on the ISC Sports Network.
At Mulberry Telecommunications, it doesn't matter whether you play from home, learn from home, or work from home. We have you covered with fiber-fast internet. Whether you video chat to stay connected with friends and family, or operate a small business, you can do so with the reliability that Mulberry Telecommunications fiber internet provides. From streaming video to regular web surfing, the possibilities really are endless. And that's a reason for all of us to celebrate. Packages start at just $49.95. Visit mintel.net to sign up today.
For over 50 years, the Greater Lafayette World Series has brought our community together through the game of baseball. Ford and Lincoln of Lafayette are proud to support the players, families, and fans who make it all possible. When it's time for your next vehicle, buy with confidence with our lifetime warranty. Plus, get 0% APR, no payments for 90 days, and a 2-year complimentary maintenance plan on select new models. Good luck to every team from Ford and Lincoln of Lafayette.
Been a bit of a pitcher's duel here so far. It is a 1-0 lead for Royals White, by the way. RME Insurance has been serving Lafayette area's insurance needs for over 30 years. We have solutions for home, auto, business, and life. So give us a call today, 765-742-5411, or visit our website, rmeinsurance.com. At RME Insurance, our customers are our community.
And back to the top we go for the Royals White.
And it's the second time through the order. Owen Maxwell grounded out to Carson Neal over at shortstop to start off the game for the Royals back in the first.
Had an awfully busy day, both at the plate and on the mound. Big, long day for Owen Maxwell.
And he hits a frozen rope back up the middle.
That was a shot.
The second hit of this game for the Royals.
Bring up right fielder number 0.
It's the second time in the last 3 innings they've had the leadoff hitter on base. Last time it resulted in a run for them. Again, nice job just staying back behind the baseball. And any kids that are watching, that's how you do it. Just stay back behind it, wait on it. The ball's coming to you. You don't have to reach for it. He stayed back and drove that one into center field. Nice shot by Maxwell. It's Calvin Leopold who flew out to right field last time up.
Throw to first, not in time.
Leopold is the right fielder for the Royals and flew out to his position's sake last time up.
By the way, Rich Leopold, who I can gather is one of Calvin's relatives, nice enough to reach out to me, said, thanks so much for doing this. You're making great memories for all the boys out there. So he had some kind words to pass along to the ISC Sports Network. So thank you, Rich, for tuning in. We appreciate it.
You know what, and that's why we do it. These kids will come back and watch this, whether they play well or not. They hear their name on TV, and they're all-stars for a day. It's fun.
Yep. Leopold at the plate. Owen Maxwell at first. He tried a bunt there.
Missed it a little bit and popped it up foul out of the reach of the catcher. And
See,
we'll do it again.
Even when you get a leadoff man on, even if you're the defense, it just feels better that it's a single and not a walk.
Absolutely.
Because the batter earned it.
Yeah, and right. The result is the same, but you're exactly right. It's a mental thing. You know, if the pitcher gets hit, the pitcher gets hit. But if he leaves him there on his own and doesn't help his own defense, then it becomes a little more of a mental problem.
Pitch was outside from Cole. Let's see how brave Maxwell wants to be over at first base.
Leopold shows bunt again, pulled the bat back, took it for ball 2.
Cole takes his time here.
He does. Smart pitches, though. Not easy ones to bunt. Although he does have to throw strikes now. He's got him 3-1. You just let Leopold here swing away. Something he can drive. 3-1 with the hitter's count. One pitch, one spot, and drive it.
Tries a bunt again. Now it's full. And he smacked himself on the helmet.
Yeah, just stand still for another beat longer, kid. Let the bat do the work. Don't run after it. Just let the bat catch the ball, put it where you want it, and do your job as a sacrifice. Now you got him 3-2. Let me just send the runner here.
Cole, nice piece of hitting up the middle. Welch picks it up, first and second for the Royals with
Again,
nobody out.
Just like Maxwell before him, Leopold does a real nice job staying with that pitch, staying back and just driving it into center field. Kept his hands back. Look at that, right behind the baseball, just like you're supposed to do it. Beautiful swing, beautiful hit. Got the result he deserved on that swing.
He's fired up and deservedly so. Now Colt Walker is up to the plate. 0 for 1 in this game.
And surprise, surprise, he popped out to the shortstop. Like half the outs in this game have been so far.
Sure seems like it. Acted like he was going to show bunt, then backed away.
Interesting that your number 3 hitter is going to lay one down. Maybe they think this is going to be a low-scoring game all the way around.
Yep.
You got a chance for a big inning here. I think if I'm the coach of the Royals, I'd take advantage of it.
It's to Walker.
And there's a kid who hadn't bunted much. Technique just not there. Reach out and stab at it. Stay tall. It's opposite of what you want to do. You want to get low and let the bat catch the ball. Instead, he stayed tall and stabbed at it. That's a coach that either just hoping on something or wasn't really sure who he had at the plate.
Oh, 2 chopped. Cole tries to get it, cannot. No play for Neal.
Walker with an infield single.
So 3 singles in a row. Bases are loaded for Royals White.
Bringing up number 42, left fielder, Jackson Eckert.
A defensive swing there, but he got the job done. 3rd hit in a row for the Royals.
And that brings up Jackson Ecker, who you might remember back in the 2nd, got the first hit of the game for the Royals. And now they have 4 of them to just 1 for the Thunder.
It was on that little pop fly that Thunder didn't talk very well on and dropped all between 3 people. Would have been on This Week in Baseball's bloopers segment if it were Major League play. If I date myself a little bit, back in the 1980s.
Yep, they used to put that out there.
Yes, they did. I love Mel Allen. He was so good.
0-1, ripped into the outfield. 1 run in for sure. Up with it, Sims. And it's 2-0 Royals. RBI single for Jackson Ecker.
Again, just stayed back and drove it. Station to station baseball right now for the Royals, but it's working. See how he's on his back foot there, just drove the baseball and stayed right back on this. This pitcher's not going to throw it by anybody, so just stay back, wait, and let the bat do the work, and he sure did. Great swing, great hit. RBI single for him.
That brings up Jack Dodge, who is the extra hitter.
Reached on a fielder's choice last time up.
And then he came around and eventually scored the first run of the game. Already 1 run on 4 hits in this inning. Dodge can't catch up to that one, though, 0-2.
His hand's a little too active there. And stayed nice and level, nice and relaxed and behind the baseball. Your hand's quiet.
Cole fires. In play. Cole picks it up, throws home. They've got the force. All right, so that is 1-2 on the fielder's choice. Retiring Leopold. Walker goes to 3rd. Ecker goes to 2nd. Dodge is on 1st. 1 down.
Dodgers on first, bringing up the designated hitter, number 12, Hank.
Hank Ledbetter is up, the designated hitter. So how about that? The designated hitter falls the extra hitter. Ledbetter popped up to short his last time up.
Got a chance to do some damage here with just 1 out. As a hitter, you like these situations.
And he skies this one foul. By the way, we want to say a big thank you to the Fraternal Order of Eagles for their generous support of this year's tournament. The Eagles are committed to strengthening our community through charity, service, and fellowship. We appreciate everything they do for Greater Lafayette and beyond.
If I may be Jake Query again, the FOE is the foe, and I think that's opposite of what the Eagles are.
Right, yeah. Thank you for your observations, Jake. Can you save it for 10-1 starting next Monday?
Yeah, I wonder if he does have to represent him twice in 2 days.
Well, it's always fun to give Jake grief because Jake gives grief to everybody else.
Everybody else, yes,
So,
he does. He's good at it, though. It's friendly grief.
that one is pulled foul.
For those listening who don't know, Jake Query's a local radio host in Indianapolis. He's been on the radio for a long time. He does stuff for IndyCar as well, and good friend to a lot of people, but his brain works that way, just obscure ways.
Right. But it also makes for great storytelling.
It does.
Which is
He's
also
a fantastic storyteller. Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
That one driven high in the air towards the left field, and a collision. Carson Neal's able to make the grab, but he ends up running into Sims, and oh, you hope Neal's okay.
And the Thunder have got some work to do on how to talk in the outfield on fly balls between them and the infield. That's a couple times they've had mistakes there, and there's not a lot of talk. That's the left fielder's ball if he calls it. Always the player coming in is the one who should take that ball. Shortstop's got to defer to him if he hears him, but he's got to call it loud so he can be heard. But that ball belongs to the outfielder every time if he calls it.
And Soren Beery will try to keep the inning alive, batting 7th in the order. So 7 batters we have seen here in the top of the 4th.
And so far, only 1 has scored. Let's see if we can limit the damage here if you're the Thunder. But you got to work on top. There's no place to put the hitter here.
Pitch comes inside and low.
Here's the question, John. You've got a 2-0 count on your number 7 hitter. Do you green light him on 2-0 or do you make him throw a strike here?
I would probably green light him on 2-0. Probably not on 3-0.
He did. I may have gone the other way and almost dared the pitcher to throw a couple at me. He's got him on the ropes right now, and he hasn't thrown a lot of strikes this inning. He's gone deep on a lot of hitters.
Beery awaits the pitch, and it's a pop-up. Right to the shortstop, Neal.
Had him out in front of it.
1 run, 4 hits, no errors. But Royals white, they leave them loaded. However, they lead it 2-0, bottom of the 4th next on the ISC Sports Network.
At Mulberry Telecommunications, it doesn't matter whether you play from home, learn from home, or work from home. We have you covered with fiber-fast internet. Whether you video chat to stay connected with friends and family, or operate a small business, you can do so with the reliability that Mulberry Telecommunications fiber internet provides. From streaming video to regular web surfing, the possibilities really are endless. And that's a reason for all of us to celebrate. Packages start at just $49.95. Visit mintel.net to sign up today.
For over 50 years, the Greater Lafayette World Series has brought our community together through the game of baseball. Ford and Lincoln of Lafayette are proud to support the players, families, and fans who make it all possible. When it's time for your next vehicle, buy with confidence with our lifetime warranty. Plus, get 0% APR, no payments for 90 days, and a 2-year complimentary maintenance plan on select new models. Good luck to every team from Ford and Lincoln of Lafayette.
Second time through the order for the Indiana Thunder. There are some sandals on top of the dugout. I'm not really quite sure.
That's probably a prank being played on the teammate would be my guess.
Yep, you're probably right about that, but that's not something you see every day.
No, but you don't see travel baseball every day either.
That's very true.
If you did, you'd see worse than that.
Cash Cole starts us off. He grounded out to short last time up. Takes ball 1 from Ben Larson.
You see things like Ben Gay in somebody's cup late at night. They put it on there, and next day a little interesting.
And Cole rips it down the line and into the bullpen. Foul. The Thunder in pool play were +1 in run differential, but they also allowed 24 runs. And Royals white, they were -14 and they allowed 23. Chopper to short. Colt Walker with a high throw. I don't think he got him. Nope, did not.
Give him a throw in here or there, I think, probably. Error on the throw.
Batting number 1, Aaron Welch.
Tough one for Walker because he's had a good game.
Yeah, and that's the one that's let the leadoff hitter on base. Just give it to him with the error.
Runner goes, and he steals second.
Again, as we've talked, just not enough strength yet to get it there on the fly. So relatively easy stolen base there for Cole.
Aaron Welch is next.
Another thing that is difficult, John, is these kids are used to hitting the ball from a closer distance. The pitchers can get the ball there on a line, and every one of these pitches has a hump in it. And that's tough to hit. It's a great, great bunt. That's base hit. Great job.
Now you've got runners on first and third with nobody out.
At this level, this is automatic steal now. The beautiful bunt there by Aaron Welch down the third baseline. Really no play there for anybody, pitcher or anybody else. Now stepping in is number 35, Ethan King for the Thunder. Grounded out to shortstop his first time up. Almost an automatic steal here, and there he goes, taking off. They throw through, a little poach play, and it goes over his head into center field, and the run will easily score from third base on the throwing error. Cash Cole comes around to score the first run of the game for the Thunder, and now we've got a runner in scoring position, Aaron Welch at second base for Ethan King, whose count is 1-0. Apologize, 0-1. The umpire called it a strike. Driven up the middle, base hit for King. Runner holds at third base. Got him on the corners again for the cleanup hitter, Carson Neal, the shortstop.
Number 3, Carson Neal.
Good piece of hitting there by Ethan King. Stayed behind the baseball, drove it into center field. Welch had to wait to see if the line drive was caught. Got a late break, and now he's on third base with King on first. Again, automatic steal here probably for Carson Neal. Maybe ask him to take a pitch. King does not go. And Neal takes strike one. Count is 0-1. Ben Larson still on the mound for the Royals. 0-1 count on Neal. Step and a throw over to try and keep King close over there at first base. I'll take a look for the sign of the catcher. Comes set, and we'll do it again. That time the runner was going. Swung on and fouled off, so Carson Neal's in a little bit of a hole here at 0-2. Runner's still on the corners and nobody out for the Thunder. Good lead over there, first base by Ethan King. 1 foot outside the sliding pit. There he goes again. Pitch outside and taken. No throw, and now he's got second base. Count is 1-2 on Neal. Runners in scoring position, both on second and third. What you want to do here is at least put the ball in play on the right side. Get it in the air if you can and drive it, but at least put it in play on the right side and get a run home. The infield is not playing up. And grounds one through the hole underneath the shortstop's glove into center field. 1 run scores. Here comes the second run with no throw. He will score. And Carson Neal with a 2 RBI single, and the Thunder take the lead 3-2. And brings up Trevor Hintz, the first baseman for the Thunder. Had a line drive right at the shortstop his last time up. Hit the ball hard, got unlucky. Good time for him to hit the ball hard again as the Thunder bats come alive here in the bottom half of the fourth. He lays down a bunt on the third base side. Another great bunt. Tough play to make. Third baseman makes the play. Great bare hands play there to get the out. Does go as a sacrifice for Hintz. Really, really good bunt there. Good, better play by the third baseman. And there's 1 away. Give a little credit to Soren Beery over there at third base. That's a heck of a play. Tough to barehand that and come up throwing for anybody at any level. And a 14-year-old kid makes that play. That's good stuff. Now up for the Thunder is number 13, Drake Elliott. He takes a strike on the first pitch. And he's down 0-1. The runner out there at second base is Carson Neal, the shortstop, number 3. Looking to be the 4th run scored here in the inning by the Thunder. Pickoff play. Got him at second base. Caught him leaning the wrong direction, and it was a good pickoff play there by the Royals. So now with the bases empty, we've got an 0-1 count on Drake Elliott. Nobody on base anymore, so either start this thing over or we change it up. You can see there they caught Neal leaning. Little flare over the first baseman's head. He backs up, makes the play, and that'll do it for the Thunder here in the bottom half of the 4th. They get 3 runs on 2 hits. 3 runs on 3 hits, excuse me. At the end of 4 complete, the Thunder lead 3-2.
At Mulberry Telecommunications, it doesn't matter whether you play from home, learn from home, or work from home. We have you covered with fiber fast internet. Whether you video chat to stay connected with friends and family, or operate a small business, you can do so with the reliability that Mulberry Telecommunications fiber internet provides. From streaming video to regular web surfing, the possibilities really are endless. And that's a reason for all of us to celebrate. Packages start at just $49.95. Visit mintel.net to sign up today.
For over 50 years, the Greater Lafayette World Series has brought our community together through the game of baseball. Ford and Lincoln of Lafayette are proud to support the players, families, and fans who make it all possible. When it's time for your next vehicle, buy with confidence with our lifetime warranty. Plus, get 0% APR, no payments for 90 days, and a 2-year complimentary maintenance plan on select new models. Good luck to every team from Ford and Lincoln of Lafayette.
Eight, 9, 10 for the Royals. White to lead off the top half of the 5th. Connor Lindvall, the center fielder, will start things off. He is 0 for 1 with a ground ball back to the pitcher back in the 3rd inning.
Center fielder number 3, Connor.
The Royals gave up the lead there in the bottom half of the 4th, so they've got a little bit of work to do to get back in the ball game. Lindvall will start things off. Pitcher Cole still on the mound for the Thunder. He kicks and deals just over the head of Connor Lindvall. Again, his friends all telling him to wear it. He decides to duck out of the way of it. And you saw there, Cole's eyes were down and not on the catcher. You want to teach kids when they're pitching to keep their eyes on the glove all the time. That's where the ball's supposed to go. When your eyes are on the ground and don't pick the glove up until late, it's tough to throw strikes, at least consistently. And if I were teaching kids, the first thing I would teach them is their eyes never leave the catcher's mitt. Just like a free throw shooter's eyes never leave the rim. Same concept. There, he found it. Makes the count 3-1. Still a hitter's count now for Lindvall, the center fielder for the Royals. Look for something in one spot and drive it as hard as you can. Maybe right there. Made a decision not to. And fills the count up 3-2. And again, Cole goes deep into the count on a lot of hitters. And this is another one. His pitch count is elevating a little bit. Just missed high and outside with that. And there's a leadoff walk we've talked about today. It can come back to hurt, especially after you just take a lead. The last thing you want to do is walk the leadoff hitter the next inning. He just did. So now we come to the catcher, Landon Pierce, who popped up to the catcher last time up. See if they send him or put on a bump play here of some kind or just let him swing. He's up there letting him hack, which I like as a coach. Good trust in his hitter here. That's Connor Linval on first base. He's having walked to lead off the inning here in the top of the 5th. They do send him. Throw down is not in time. Easy steal of second base for Linval. He'll be out there with a 1-1 count on the hitter and nobody out here in the top half of the 5th. Once again, Landon Pierce stands in there waiting on the pitcher Cole. What they call ducks on the pond out there as Linval led off the inning with a walk. That one misses low and out. Count now 2-1 on Pierce. I'd like to welcome back to the world John Herrick, who's now back beside me.
I appreciate that, man. Take it over.
Pierce goes down looking for the first out of the inning.
That is the first strikeout for Cash Cole.
Now batting the second baseman,
That's the
number 5.
first strikeout for either team, I believe. Again, the pitch just had a little hump and he gave up on it. You see it right there, gave up on it. Pitcher across the plate. He knew it as soon as it crossed the plate. You got to stay in there and stay with it.
Oscar Guillaume is next, and he popped up to first last time out.
Just missed there, low and out.
All right, the count is now 1-1 to Oscar Guillaume. Also a really cool name, Rob.
Really cool name. It sounds like he should be in some movie. Another action hero, Oscar Guillaume.
He might be later in life. You never know.
Never know.
And that pitch gets away from Grundy, and Grundy's able to go over, but
Linval advances the third on the wild pitch.
Linval gets to go to third on the wild pitch.
Good read on the, saw the ball on the ground and made a read immediately and took off. There was going to be no chance to throw him out, even if he came up with it cleanly. Good read by Linval over there.
The 2-1 goes down and away.
And again, Cole's going deep on hitters. He's been deep in the count on a lot of them. Filling the count up 3-2 on several. We're 3-1 here. He's throwing 5, 6, 7 pitches to every hitter. That's enough to wear a kid out in the heat.
It's popped up to third. Nice job by Paxton Hyde.
That's a big out. That gives you out number 2 in the inning. Now just go get the hitter, get out of the inning. Leave the thing tied.
Safe on the infield single.
Well, he dropped it,
Oh, they
John.
say he dropped it,
He did
okay.
drop it. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I think
That's going to air all
that's
day
a-
long.
Yeah, that's definitely an
Clear
E5.
safe on
They're
first
safe.
on the air.
I thought he caught it.
And that one skips away from Grundy, and we got a tie game.
And that's just
And then the throw to third. He's in.
not in time over there. Wild pitch lowered in the dirt. So young Mr. Cole has sort of lost his control here in the top half of the 5th, going deep into the account and throwing a lot of balls now by the catcher. We better get somebody ready down there, but in a big, big hurry.
That tag was very close to being on time.
It was indeed.
Maxwell sees that one come in, but miss. He's 1 for 2 in this game with a hit and a run scored. Ahead in the count here, 2-0. Now make it 3-0.
And back to that pop fly on the third base side that dropped. The ball was right on the bag, and there was really no place for the third baseman to go unless he bullied the runner. If the runner's standing on the base, he's very much entitled to. So wrong place, wrong time.
3-0 green light. That is fair.
That's a
Down the
really,
line.
Really good piece of hitting right there. Good inside fastball. Good job to green light. He'll get at least 3 out of this. He might get 4. He might.
Scanlon
He might.
picks it up.
He might. They're going to go for it.
And
Here comes the
Owen
throw.
Maxwell, play at the plate. Got him. Oh, Maxwell gets credit for the triple, but then he's thrown out at home.
Maxwell triple scores Guillaume.
So the triple scores Guillaume. That allows them to take the lead.
Got to give a lot of credit to the relay out there. So watch this. The ball gets down there in the corner, rattles around a little bit. They ran almost a double cut on this play. They threw the ball into sort of second base. It's there, tagged down. I'm not sure he touched him, but there's no replay at this level.
Yep.
It's good enough, close enough. We're going to call him out.
And a pop fly to Calvin Leopold. And out it goes, 0-1. Leopold in this game, 1 for 2. Maxwell, with that second hit of the game for him, just got an RBI, driving home Guillaume.
He's had a busy day, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
The Royals retake the lead here in the top half of the fifth, so
A pop fly
another pop up.
in foul territory, chasing it down. Grundy, who's had a busy day, but 2 runs, 1 hit, 1 error. Nobody left on. It is 4-3. The Royals back on top. Bottom of the 5th next on the ISC Sports Network.
At Mulberry Telecommunications, it doesn't matter whether you play from home, learn from home, or work from home. We have you covered with fiber-fast internet. Whether you video chat to stay connected with friends and family, or operate a small business, you can do so with the reliability that Mulberry Telecommunications fiber internet provides. From streaming video to regular web surfing, the possibilities really are endless. And that's a reason for all of us to celebrate. Packages start at just $49.95. Visit mintel.net to sign up today.
For over 50 years, the Greater Lafayette World Series has brought our community together through the game of baseball. Ford and Lincoln of Lafayette are proud to support the players, families, and fans who make it all possible. When it's time for your next vehicle, buy with confidence with our lifetime warranty. Plus, get 0% APR, no payments for 90 days, and a 2-year complimentary maintenance plan on select new models. Good luck to every team from Ford and Lincoln of Lafayette.
All right, so some substitutions and some moves here for the Indiana Thunder. Carson Neal has moved from shortstop to second base. Ethan King is now the new pitcher for the Indiana Thunder. And over at second base now is Cash Cole. So Cole was the starting pitcher. He goes through 5 innings, and he is done after that. And Ethan King takes over here in the top of the 6th as his team trails by a run. So for Cash Cole, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. He allows 4 runs, and he also gives up 6 hits. And now we get our first look at Ethan King.
Shortstop, number 24, Colt Walker.
And Colt Walker begins this one. The Indiana Thunder, by the way, hailing from Crawfordsville. And King coming in has pitched just 17 1/3 innings this summer. RA 12.12. 16 walks, 12 strikeouts. And he's behind here 2-0 to Colt Walker, who is 1 for 2 on the day. A single and a pop up to short. All 3. I believe the start time of this game was like 6:04 maybe. So I believe so. We're at like the hour-and-a-half mark of it.
Already? Yeah, I've gone deep in a lot of hitters, so it doesn't surprise me too much.
This was the part of the order that had hit, hit, hit.
Yeah.
Which, that was back in the 4th where the Royals started to turn things around. Full count and a walk.
There you go, leadoff walk. Those hurt. We talked about it all day, John. First batter you face, you put him on with just a free pass. Can't do it. Just can't do it.
And now you're facing a guy in Jackson Ecker who has gone 2 for 2 today. 2 singles. And he's driven in a run as well. Okay, 6:22 was the first pitch time. So we're actually at about the hour and 13-minute mark. And we also got word that we are supposed to be playing another game after this one, which, if I'm not mistaken, is a 16 and under matchup. Pickoff try to first, and back safely goes Walker. And that would be the Hoosier Warhawks against the BG Tomahawks.
Hawks versus the Hawks.
0-1. Popped up. Foul territory. He might run out of room, and he does. Caden Grundy has been a very busy man in foul territory today.
He was there, though. He does a really nice job reading the ball off the bat. A tough thing for a young catcher to do. Like I said, he'll catch for somebody later on in his career, I promise. Especially as he gets bigger and stronger and that bat improves. He's got a really good instinct back there as a catcher.
3 runs, 4 hits, and an error for the Thunder. 4 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Royals. King throws it back over to first, trying to check on Walker. Walker did not get on base safely in the game earlier today, but he's on now twice safely in this one. Now he acted like he might go, and King misses inside, 1-2.
Good little high step there. Didn't remind me of Deion Sanders, but he tried.
There's only one Dion.
There's only one primetime.
Low and outside, 2-2. Question now for the Royals white team. Are they going to keep with Ben Larson going into the 6th? Or is his pitch count maybe too high and they may have to go to the bullpen?
They might. There's nobody up down there, so they may stay with him. He's got the Thunder pretty off balance except for the one inning.
And that pitch sails high on King.
The one when you were gone, maybe you should leave again for the Thunder to kind of get hot again. Maybe it was all you. Again, we filled the count up. So many of these Royals hitters are going deep in the count against the Thunder pitchers. Just trying to keep the runner close.
And I got to imagine both of these teams to some degree are a bit tired.
I would imagine they are. They're running out of pitchers. So like we talked, it's just really who has the most that can come get guys out. You may have a really good hammer to be your number one guy, but
5th game of the week for both these teams. Fly ball to center. Nicely done by Welch.
That ball was hit hard. It's a good play.
And back goes Walker to first base. And that is a big out considering what Jack Stenecker has done and how well he's worked the count. Jack Dodge is up. Now he's grounded into 2 fielders' choices, but he did score the first run of the game for the Royals back in the 2nd.
It's up there at that big old sliding glove in his back pocket. Looks like a pro in there. That's who he wants to be.
King again keeping a close eye on Walker. Now he goes to try a hit and run, but it's fouled off. So you can probably imagine Walker has King's attention.
I think they just called that a swing and a miss.
Okay,
Yep.
they just said swing and a miss.
On the pass ball.
Short hopped the catcher's glove and thought it was off the bat. It was not. Short hopped the catcher's glove, and they've got a runner now at second base with 1 out for the Royals.
And that evens the count up at 1. See any activity in the Royals bullpen?
I do not.
I don't either.
I don't see anybody up. Maybe they've got a player already in the field they've got ready to throw, but nobody warming up down there right now. And the Thunder don't either. King's having a hard time finding the plate. Just like Cole did, and he's got another batter going deep. This is 2-1 count on the hitter here. And they've got to be real careful with time. I know we had about 45 minutes left, but the longer this drags out, the more they get into the 6th inning, and that thing goes a little bit long past 7:22. They're done after this inning, so they've got to get some outs and got to get them quick. Otherwise, you risk limiting your own opportunity to come back and get the win here. They only got 6 outs to go.
Dodge waits on the 3-1 in there for a strike.
Taking the whole way, making the pitcher work. Around, watch him waving before the swing there, and you just got to keep your hands steady. He didn't do it and then missed it. Real hard to hit a baseball when your hands are moving up and down.
Hank Ledbetter, who has popped up to short both times, stands in.
Now he's finding the plate a little bit. Good job.
Well, nothing like a strikeout to warm a pitcher's confidence.
And I don't love that play back to second base. You got 2 outs. Go get the hitter. Get out of the inning. Don't worry about the runner. Hitting off there far enough. He's not going anyway. Just go get the hitter. So what you do there, if you've got a guy covering second base actively, you're opening up a really big hole. He's got to sprint back to try and fill. And now he either has to keep going to field a ground ball or pivot and go the other direction if something else happens. Just leave him out there. Don't worry about the runner and go get the hitter. And then the shortstop's running over there to cover. Just go back to your position and get the hitter out.
0-2, runner goes. And the hit and run unsuccessful, so Ledbetter put his bat on it, and Walker has to head back to second. Ledbetter batting 6th in the order. When we get to the bottom of the 6th for the Thunder, they have batters 10, 1, and 2. So they start with Cam Sims, excuse me. Then they go back to top of the order with Cash Cole and Aaron Welch.
And again, you're up against the time clock here if you're on the Thunder and you're messing around with the runner on second base and wasting 30 seconds of each move back there.
Sent high. Can the communication come through? And I don't think he caught it. Did Sims?
Nope, he didn't. That ball belongs to the center fielder. The left fielder called it. Anybody seen the Bad News Bears? That was a little bit of Kelly Leak, and they didn't talk about it out there. This is the third time this game the Thunder have had a tough time with.
Well, I didn't see him
so
get a glove on it.
That's a base hit.
So that ends up being a base hit for Ledbetter.
A mental error on the left fielder, but a base hit for the hitter. And again, you just got to be able to talk and communicate in the outfield. That's the third time this game the Thunder haven't done it.
Soren Beery is up. Throw to second. Unsuccessful. Ledbetter steals.
He's got a single RBI on the steal in the last 2 pitches. So a little stat padding for him. Good job. Not padding, but building.
And that one dribbled to the right side. Scanlon
test
up
the
with
right
it. Now he
fielder
bobbles it. And that leads to a run scored.
Single and an E9 run scores on the error.
And Beery trying for 3 here. They don't get the tag down. So Beery gets credit for the single. And then advances to third on the E9.
Thunder kind of falling apart here, making some mistakes. This inning should be over. And now they've not only got to worry about the clock, they've got to worry about scoring a bunch of runs when they get back up to the plate. They're down 3 now and should have gotten out of it down 1.
Now, I think, did they switch to an hour-and-a-half time limit in between games?
I don't know.
Stick with 2.
I haven't heard.
Okay.
I'm assuming 2, but I don't know that.
That was something they talked about in between these games when there was a huge rain delay earlier. So
I don't know if they have or haven't, but it's getting close to 8 o'clock here pretty soon.
Connor Lindvall, 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored.
You'd have had that one, John.
What's
that?
that?
I was back in your lap. You'd have had that one, right?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, this is going to run till after 10 p.m. if we're not careful here tonight. So
I do remember, though, one of my friends, Jeff Haxton, who's the radio voice of Texas Tech, he had a foul ball hit backwards, and he grabbed it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was calling the game for Texas Tech, and he grabbed it.
That's
and he
impressive.
Was like, my hand hurts so bad
That's
right now.
impressive. I was at a Reds game one time at Old Riverfront Stadium with the woman who's now my ex-wife, and she was a big fan of Aaron Boone when he was a Red. And he fouled one back. We were the first row of the green seats right behind home plate, and he fouled one back 1,000,000 miles an hour, and I caught it with 2 hands and acted like it didn't hurt, but boy, it did.
Ground ball to second, picked up, tough throw. I think he got him, though.
Yes, he
did.
did.
Well done, Carson Neal, throwing out Connor Lindvall. But still, 2 runs, 2 hits with an error and a runner left on base. Royals add to their lead 6-3. Thunder try to cut into it when we come back on the ISC Sports Network.
At Mulberry Telecommunications, it doesn't matter whether you play from home, learn from home, or work from home. We have you covered with fiber-fast internet. Whether you video chat to stay connected with friends and family, or operate a small business, you can do so with the reliability that Mulberry Telecommunications fiber internet provides. From streaming video to regular web surfing, the possibilities really are endless. And that's a reason for all of us to celebrate. Packages start at just $49.95. Visit mintel.net to sign up today.
For over 50 years, the Greater Lafayette World Series has brought our community together through the game of baseball. Ford and Lincoln of Lafayette are proud to support the players, families, and fans who make it all possible. When it's time for your next vehicle, buy with confidence with our lifetime warranty. Plus, get 0% APR, no payments for 90 days, and a 2-year complimentary maintenance plan on select new models. Good luck to every team from Ford and Lincoln of Lafayette.
That's a happy dugout over there for the Royals white team. They are 2-2 in this tournament, trying to go to 3-2 and advance to play for the silver trophy tomorrow as they lead the Thunder 6-3. They were down 3-2 after the top of the fifth. But then after the bottom of the fourth, excuse me. And then they got 2 more in the top of the fifth and then came right back to take the lead, and they have scored the last 4 unanswered. Cam Sims to the plate for the Thunder. He's 0 for 1 in this game with a fly out to center. And still Ben Larson pitching for the Royals. So he has pitched the entire game. That sidearm delivery of his has given the Thunder some trouble, but not this time, as Cam Sims drops that into center field.
Sims singles to center field. Bringing up number 20, Cash Cole.
And the offense has just been sporadic for the Thunder, but that's a nice piece of hitting. They have now 5 hits on the day, but they didn't have any hits in the first or second inning. Then they got 1 in the third. Then they got 3 runs on 3 hits in the fourth, then hitless in the fifth. So when it's been there, it's really been there. But when it hasn't, it hasn't. It's been basically feast or famine. Third time through the order with Cash Cole at the top. He's 0 for 2, reached on an error. He's also scored a run, and he has stolen a base. He came in hitting .556. Sims with a small lead at first. The throw, and he got beaned by Larson. So in the blink of an eye, runners are on first and second with nobody out. This might be all she wrote for Ben Larson. And now you've got the tying run potentially at the plate in the form of Aaron Welch, who has singled and scored a run. Let's see what the head coach here decides to do for Royals. He's talking it through with them. And he is not taking the baseball. So Larson remains out there. The guys who have scored all 3 of the runs for the Thunder, you're looking at one of them. Cash Cole on first. He scored the first one. Aaron Welch at the plate scored the second. And then the man after him, Ethan King, the third. Let's see how Ben Larson rebounds after that conversation. Umpire thought it was too far inside. Again, here's what you're playing for. Both these teams playing for the right to go to the Silver Championship game to play the Indiana Braves tomorrow. And top-tier Scott playing 5-star National for the 14 and under Gold champion. The 2-0. Down and away, 3-0. So Ben Larson is 1 pitch away from potentially walking Welch and loading the bases. And there's the strike call. Now, one thing that we were told that they were talking about was making the time limit an hour and a half instead of 2 hours. That has not been confirmed.
I just learned it's an hour 45.
Hour 45.
Yep.
Thank you, Rob.
Just learned that. So this should be it.
At this point, it's an hour and 40, as that one is driven high in the air to right. And all that ends up being is a long strike. But Aaron Welch, who has proven that he can hit it with a batting average of .458 this summer, really put a charge into that one.
So again, we talked about the timing earlier, John, and they were messing around with the runner at second base and going deep in counts, and now they put themselves in position there. This is pretty much it. They only got 3 outs instead of 6 to come back. So
Ball 4.
well, it may not matter. In effect, the winning run is coming to the plate now, and there's no place to put him. And this is Ethan King, who's a good stick here for the Thunder.
Yep. He's hitting .500. 1 for 2 today. Has scored a run. Pitch to him, a strike. And that's the first walk of the day issued by Ben Larson that he just did to Welch. But again, you got to think for a 14 and under team, Larson is getting pretty fatigued.
They've been out there a lot today.
Especially since he threw an inning and 2/3 of relief in a game earlier today. But again, this is good practice for him. He's probably going to be in tournament settings like this as he gets older.
For sure, he's a good pitcher. He sure can make the ball move for a young kid.
The 1-1 to King. Inside corner for a strike, and had King totally befuddled there.
And it's just amazing. They've seen him all day long in the speed. This is King's 3rd plate appearance, and still he just can't adjust to the speed. It just got a hump in every pitch, and he doesn't really have a fastball. So
King drives this one high. Might be deep enough for a sac fly. Caught by Leopold. And Leopold's shallow enough that Sims does not want to try it over at third.
you don't want to run into the second out of an inning. You need to get a hit and get these runners moving. You got to get it at least tied. The tying runs over there on first base. And we're now at
Guess an hour and 42.
An hour and 42, yeah.
Carson Neal is up. He's 1 for 2 with a single. And, oh, he nearly got hit.
Maybe we're an hour and 32. Does it say 6:22 start? Is that what that said?
Yes, 6:22.
Yeah, so we're an hour
oh,
and-
hour and
We're
30.
on 32. Yeah, we got plenty of time.
32.
That's my mistake. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. Been a long day. This is game 3 out of 4 for us.
It has indeed.
Mixed in with an hour and 45-minute rain delay.
Yeah, well. Fun to watch weather blow in sometimes, not necessarily when you're trying to broadcast a baseball tournament, but it's a beautiful evening now here in Logansport.
High in the air towards left. Jackson Ecker makes another nice play.
That's the second play he's made. Really nice out there by Jackson.
Neal flies out to the left fielder for the second.
Both of them bucket style, both of them on the run.
The Thunder with the bases loaded and nobody out. Now with 2 flyouts. Well done, Mr. Ecker. Trevor Hintz, 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt. The pitch. And he drives this one into left. 1 run in for sure. Ecker scoops it up, and it's only a 1-run scoring opportunity there, but Sims does score.
Good piece of hitting there by Trevor Hintz. It's his first hit of the day. Good RBI. He hit the ball hard in the second inning, line drive out to the shortstop, so we knew he could do it. Again, station to station here now for the Thunder, just like back in the 4th.
Drake Elliott, 0 for 2. He's grounded out and popped out, but he's hitting .354, so it's not like he isn't capable. And Elliott sees it float in and hit the outside corner for a strike.
The right fielder's playing awfully shallow. He gets one past him into the gap. He'll run for a while. They're going to just be chasing it, so I'd be looking out there to see what pitch to hit where if I'm him. If I can get some on the outer half, drive it that way.
0-1, down the heart of the plate, 0-2.
And what you can't do is put yourself in a hole like that. You've got to be up there active with an opportunity to get this game tied or even go ahead with something in the gap. You got to be swinging and got to be driving the baseball.
But got him swinging. And Elliott knew it right away. Couldn't believe it. 1 run on 2 hits with no errors, but the Thunder leave them loaded as we go to the second with the Royals coming up to bat in the 7th. It is the Greater Lafayette World Series on the ISC Sports Network.
After 6.
At Mulberry Telecommunications, it doesn't matter whether you play from home, learn from home, or work from home. We have you covered with fiber-fast internet. Whether you video chat to stay connected with friends and family, or operate a small business, you can do so with the reliability that Mulberry Telecommunications fiber internet provides. From streaming video to regular web surfing, the possibilities really are endless. And that's a reason for all of us to celebrate. Packages start at just $49.95. Visit mintel.net to sign up today.
For over 50 years, the Greater Lafayette World Series has brought our community together through the game of baseball. Ford and Lincoln of Lafayette are proud to support the players, families, and fans who make it all possible. When it's time for your next vehicle, buy with confidence with our lifetime warranty. Plus, get 0% APR, no payments for 90 days, and a 2-year complimentary maintenance plan on select new models. Good luck to every team from Ford and Lincoln of Lafayette.
Landon Pierce about to come up to bat here for the Royals as they are trying to add to their lead here, top of the 7th. John Herrick along with Rob Albright, Greater Lafayette World Series.
I happen to know our reach today extends all the way to South Park in Charlotte, North Carolina, where my fiance Erin happens to be watching. So welcome to her. Thank you for being our big fan and beautifying our broadcast significantly.
Good to hear from you, Erin.
Good long day of baseball here in beautiful Logansport, Indiana, here in the northern part of the state.
Ethan King throws that one too far inside. Landon Pierce is 0 for 2 today, a strikeout looking and a pop-up to the catcher Grundy that was caught in foul territory. By the way, we mentioned Rich Leopold, his dad who's watching in Florida. Also want to say hi to Rich Sr. who's listening in the Villages, Florida. And we also want to wish Rex Ledbetter well wishes at home on the men. So thank you guys for watching.
And Aaron, I'm sorry you lose the distance contest. We got somebody down in Florida, so you lose. I know that was the most important thing to you, the win, the victory, as it always is to you, the win, the victory.
You're going to be in so much trouble with her later.
I know. Not that she knows what she got herself into. She's a smart girl. Way more than I deserve in every single way, but I got to at least give her something once in a while.
And Pierce waits, and it ends up being ball 4.
And on cue, King goes deep in the count, fills it up 3-2, and then misses on 3-2. You just have to work on top. You got yourself back into it with an opportunity last inning, and now you put the leadoff hitter on with a walk again. It just happens way too frequently for the Thunder.
Courtesy runner at first for the Royals. Brady McGuire.
He'll end up getting second base on the pass ball there.
The second home, the pass ball. Now batting.
Been a very uneven day for Caden Grundy. Grundy's made some excellent plays in foul territory, but he's had a few pass balls as well.
And he picks up those foul balls really, really well. And let way too many get behind him.
Bunt try. Did he miss?
And once again, you just stabbed at it. You got to bend your knees, let the bat be your glove, catch it, and direct it. You can't go out and stab at it. It's not the way you bunt.
Oscar Guillaume is the man up to the plate now. He's 0 for 2, but he has scored a run. He reached on an error back in the 5th.
There, much better. Foul ball with a much better technique on that one.
But here's my question.
Yes, sir.
Is it easier for people to bunt on turf or on grass? Or is it harder?
Well, easier and harder is a little bit difficult to answer. It's really just whether or not it's more successful. The ball spins so much off the bat that on turf it's harder to lay one down. It's easier to kill it on grass, but the ball rolls more true on turf. But that's an automatic strike 3 on a bunt attempt on the 3rd strike. At least it used to be. Is that not the rule anymore? Yeah.
No, it is.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't think, and I don't know that,
Joe Rose strikes out.
I don't know if Guillaume even knew that.
I don't think so.
He must not have known he was already sitting on strike 2.
Here comes our friend Owen Maxwell. He's had a busy day today. Really good hitter. Good job pitching in the first game this morning.
And he's 2 for 3 in this game with a run scored. He's also driven 1 in. And earlier today, same thing, or very similar numbers.
2 for 2 this morning.
Yeah.
With a walk, and they're going to put him on. That's probably a smart decision. Bring Leopold to the plate. Actually, Leopold's a good little stick, too. He had a fly out to right field, a single. And he popped out to the catcher, but he's a good little hitter.
But as you said, they're working against the clock.
Well, they got the 7th inning started here, so they're going to complete it. But I just didn't like them messing around so much, trying to mess with runners. It didn't matter. That's the coach in me, just trying to get.
One for 2 in this contest with a walk and a run scored.
Nobody having a huge day here for the Royals, but they're all having relatively successful days up and down the lineup.
Ripped.
That's a shot.
Into left. Wasted no time. And picked up, and Sims took a long time. He was clutching, and because of that, the throw goes wide of the mark, and that scores McGuire.
The second run comes in to score as well.
Yep. So you have the hit by Colt Walker. The run scores, but that goes down also as an E7 on Sims.
I'm not sure what he was doing out there if he couldn't get a hold of the ball, but outfielders, you can't just hold it. You got to throw it someplace.
Walker bases the 3rd on the air. Now batting.
The longer you hold it, the worse, and the ball just bounces the way it does on turf right by the catcher. And 2 runs allowed. Again, that leadoff walk, John. How many times have we said that today? We're beating a dead horse, but it just happens so frequently. If any kids are watching, you've got to work on top if you're a pitcher.
And now you're facing Jackson Ecker, who's 2 for 3 with 2 singles and an RBI.
Built yourself a 4-run lead here against the top seed in the silver bracket. So good for the Royals. 3 more outs. They get to come back and play tomorrow.
So the Royals have scored 2 runs in every inning since the 4th. 2 runs in the 5th, the 6th, and now the 7th. Powered into left by Ecker. And this time Sims is waiting on it, and the inning comes to a close. But 8-4, they increase their lead on the Thunder. And the last try for the Thunder coming up when we come back. It's the Greater Lafayette World Series on the ISC Sports Network.
At Mulberry Telecommunications, it doesn't matter whether you play from home, learn from home, or work from home. We have you covered with fiber fast internet. Whether you video chat to stay connected with friends and family, or operate a small business, you can do so with the reliability that Mulberry Telecommunications fiber internet provides. From streaming video to regular web surfing, the possibilities really are endless. And that's a reason for all of us to celebrate. Packages start at just $49.95. Visit mintel.net to sign up today.
For over 50 years, the Greater Lafayette World Series has brought our community together through the game of baseball. Ford and Lincoln of Lafayette are proud to support the players, families, and fans who make it all possible. When it's time for your next vehicle, buy with confidence with our lifetime warranty. Plus, get 0% APR, no payments for 90 days, and a 2-year complimentary maintenance plan on select new models. Good luck to every team from Ford and Lincoln of Lafayette.
Last hope for the Indiana Thunder as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Winner of this game moves to play for the Silver Championship tomorrow. Gold Championship matchup already set in our 14 and under division. Robbie Scanlon, Caden Grundy, and Pax High. That's who is due up in this part of the inning. Then we have the BG Tomahawks and the Hoosier Warhawks coming up in our next matchup. That's a 16 and under game. Winner of that moves on to play the winner of the Fort Wayne Dirtbags and the Bam Diamond team. And that game's going on right now over at the Eastern High School Sports Complex.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch to Scanlon.
Scanlon came in hitting .231. He's 0 for 2 in this game, but a drive into right. And Calvin Leopold just decides, you know what, I'll let that drop in front of me and just get it back in.
Once again, leadoff hitter on, so he accomplished one thing, mission accomplished. Got a new pitcher on the mound, John.
All right, so I was wondering when Ben Larson, if his day when and will be done. And so the new pitcher for the Thunder
is number 2.
Number 2, no, it's, I think, sorry, not the Thunder, but
number
the
6, sorry,
Royals
number 6.
white.
It's Christian Lang, sorry.
You're good. Christian Lang.
And the fence got in my way again.
Hey, at least the condensation's gone.
At least the condensation's gone. I need to remember I've got a monitor here next to me. I'm trying to watch the game through the window, and I've got a fence in my way. I've got technology right next to me, and I'm like an old man. I refuse to use it. And then I'm getting distracted by the big dog down the right field line. There's a big old Dalmatian down there playing with his friends.
Yeah, it's like we're going to have another movie. It's a sequel to the first two. 103 Dalmatians.
103 Dalmatians, exactly. I've got a big old buzzard's nest up in the cell tower to your right. And you got all kinds of nature going on over here. And then there's a 4-pitch walk to the next hitter. So with a 4-run lead, give up a single and then a walk. So mission accomplished definitely here for the Thunder as Caden Grundy comes to the plate, our catcher, who's
he just got walked.
He just walked. This is Pax Hyde. I'm sorry.
It's Pax Hyde. He's 1 for 2 with a single.
It has been a long day. I apologize.
No,
again.
it's all right. Been a long one for all of us. Lang's first pitch is high. Ball 1.
And they so far elect not to courtesy run for Caden Grundy at first base. Leave him out there even though he's the catcher.
And the throw to second.
Tried to catch him leaning. I'm not sure he was going any place to begin with, but they tried.
And a strike called.
And he had the runner at second base going back to the bag even on that one, so he sort of faked the inside move back to second base like he just made and had the runner off balance and heading back to the base. So not a bad idea to fool him like that.
1-1. Paints the corner. Now the schedule for tomorrow is for top-tier Scott to play 5-star national for the gold championship here at Logansport at 9 a.m. While the Braves, Indiana Braves, that is, with a 9-8 win over the Stampede. That's an upset there because the Braves were the 10 seed, the Stampede were the 6. The Braves play the winner of this one tomorrow at 3:45 over at West Lafayette. So that's what's at stake here, and that is for the Silver Trophy. 3-1 the count.
I hear the words West Lafayette High School, and I get cold. The last time I was there, I was watching my son Daniel play football for Bishop Chatard in the semi-state there. And the thermometer was -13 to kick off, and it was -35 wind chill. It was bad.
Yeah.
We had heaters in the stands, and I couldn't feel a thing, and everything on him was swollen up after the game, including his lips.
Lang dances around, trying to keep an eye on both runners. Final numbers for Ben Larson, the starting pitcher. He goes 6 innings. He gives up 7 hits, 4 runs, had 1 walk and 2 strikeouts, and that is a badly needed strikeout there for Christian Lang, and he gets it. And for Pax Hyde, he's upset with himself because that's his 2nd strikeout of the day. 1 against Larson and now here against Lang. Cam Sims to the plate. He has a hit and a run scored. He's 1 for 2.
He got things started in the last inning when they scored their run. Now would be a real good time for another hit if you're Simmons.
And that one gets by Pierce. A clear wild pitch. Sends Grundy to second.
And really, no harm done if you're the Royals. The tying run is still on deck, so all you want to do is get the hitter here, get the 2 outs, and you've got an opportunity to close it out. What you don't want to do is let him get on base here and then bring the tying run to the plate. So the wild pitch doesn't mean a whole lot yet. But you got to finish off this hitter.
Second time that Lang has thrown a bouncer. And that one didn't even get to home plate. It bounced before there.
That was your garden variety 44-foot curveball on a 60-foot mound. That thing landed in the green. It would have been the grass on a grass field. I think he just lost control of it in his hands, and it comes back with a strike. Good job.
Exactly what you got to do.
Yep, shake off your mistakes, which you did. Came back with a strike. Perfect job. Finish the hitter off. Give yourself an opportunity, because the tying run never gets to home plate if you do that.
As Ted Lasso says, be a goldfish. Have the memory of a goldfish. The 2-1. You watched Ted Lasso, Rob?
I've seen some of it. I saw my favorite was the darts episode. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah.
It's everybody's favorite, but yeah, I've seen it. I've got the attention span of a goldfish, so I don't watch a lot of TV.
Chopper to third. Beery. Long throw across the diamond.
Run does score, but again, doesn't mean anything. So there's 2 outs. Now you've got only 1 runner on base who doesn't hurt you. You got to go through 2 more hitters just to get the tying run to the home plate. So that ground out does get an RBI, but it just makes it closer. We're no longer dealing with a run differential. This is do or die, and 1 more out. The Royals can go home and get some sleep and come back tomorrow.
Cash Cole. Well, you've got your money man in this situation. You got your leadoff guy, who's leading the team in batting average at .556. And he's made it on base safely 2 out of 3 times. 1 by way of an error. Another time he was hit by a pitch. That pitch went way high. This is just kind of how baseball works, isn't it? When you want to secure the win, you almost have to, as a pitcher, face the best batters or face the guys that have given you the most trouble or given your team the most trouble.
This is why you put your good hitters near the top to get more opportunities. And Christian Lang has now got 1 more out to go. And a nice pitch down the middle there, 3-0. You need to wait until he got 3-0 to get there, but he stayed alive here. What you don't want to do is bring the tying run to the plate, which he does with a walk here. So get him out and go home.
And the 3-1. Walk not the worst thing in the world, though, because you just put runners on the corners. You give yourself a force at second. And Aaron Welch is up. But Welch has been walked today. He did back in the 6th, but he was left on second. Thunder have left 5 men on base today.
And he's also got a hit. This is pretty much an automatic steal here at first base to get the runners in scoring position, but you still have to get Welch on and in to tie it. But again, you've now walked 2 in the inning, and you've let the tying run get to the plate with a 4-run lead. That's not what you want in the bottom half of the 7th.
Welch sees that first pitch go high.
This is when I really want to see kids learn to work on top, because you start working from behind, you put yourself in an awful bind, and then you've got to pitch under pressure, which is even harder. Right now, there's really no pressure on him, at least not yet. He puts him on base here. Now he's put himself in a real tough position. The 3-4-5 coming up.
And the 2-0. I was kind of wondering if Landon Pierce might go out and talk to Lang.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a coach visit if he walks this hitter.
Or lets the hitter get on in any way.
I think he's going to get a visit. Yeah, 4 straight. You got to go out and see him now. And here he comes, and just on cue, here comes the coach. I'm not sure exactly what to say, except for we got to have strikes out of you right now. But to the 3 hitter who's got a base hit and a long fly out to right field his last 2 times up, I'm not sure that's what I want to hear as a pitcher. But you put yourself in this position with 3 walks, so you got to learn to pitch under pressure sometime. That'll be a real good time to do it.
Question is, does he leave Lang in? He trusted Ben Larson for 6 innings, but now you have a 3-run lead, and now you have the winning run at the plate for the Thunder.
Yeah, I think if you get 1 more runner on base, I think you get the old manager Lou from Major League. I think you can go get him now. I think he lets him have 1 more hitter, I think, maybe, but He's going to leave him out there. One more hitter. I think if this guy gets on base, I think he'd go get him. But right now, I give him one more hitter. But the tying run's on first base, so you got to be real careful.
You know what else got said in Major League? Advice that you give a lot, which is when I think Jake Taylor says to Vaughn, you know, in one of the other games, he's like, don't worry about the runners on the corners. There's 2 outs. Just get this guy at the plate.
Get the hitter. Yeah, exactly. I thought you were going to talk about Bull Durham and tell him to pitch through his eyelids or whatever, whatever that was. Something.
That's also good advice.
Yeah.
And you have Ethan King at the plate here, who's a .500 hitter this summer, and he's 1 for 3 on the day with a single.
I don't think that Mr. Lang on the mound today is wearing black lingerie, though. I bet he's not.
No.
No.
And now the count is 2-0, and that brings another visit from the coach.
Yeah, I think he's maybe changed his mind. I think you can go get him now. Every one of my friends will get that one, and they are indeed going to make a change.
Now, the question is, they're moving Lang over to third. Now, are they putting Beery back in? Because Beery pitched yesterday.
It looks like it.
Oh,
this is Guillaume on the mound. I'm going to throw him out there.
Okay, so Guillaume. I was going to say, I would be
we
very
haven't seen him
surprised
yet.
if they use Beery.
We haven't seen Guillaume throw yet, so we'll see what he's got.
But that means that somebody else is going to have to take over for Guillaume at second.
And judging by his warm-up pitch, the umpire better wear his helmet. And he's coming in with a 2-0 count, bases loaded, and 2 outs with the game on the line. And no pressure, young man.
We'll have to wait and see who the new second baseman is, with Guillaume trying to finish up his pitches. And both teams coming up next are just trying to do all they can to stay loose.
Yeah, and they're going to have a real short night, regardless of win or lose. They're going to go to bed late tonight. So, moms, if you're listening, make sure you get mustard and pickle juice in them so they don't cramp up, and they're going to have to come back early in the morning and play after very little sleep. So, get some protein and some carbs in them, and pickle juice and mustard and lots of liquid.
Guillaume hitting today, 0 for 3, but did score a run. Okay, so Maxwell is at first.
Pitching for the Royals.
Figure out who the second base. That is Beery. So Soren Beery moves from third to second. Lang takes over at third. Those are your defensive changes.
Back in the early 1980s, there was a TV show called Benson, played by an actor named Robert Guillaume. He's the only time I've ever seen that name except for this guy.
Both the Hoosier Warhawks and the BG Tomahawks are here and trying to warm up and just stay loose as they wait for their game. The pitch from Guillaume. And it's now 3-0. It's also not easy to come in when the count is already 2-0.
Yeah, now you've got him 3-0, so a run scores. Now you got the tying run at second base, so base hit ties it.
And an RBI walk for Ethan King.
Now you got the cleanup hitter coming up with 2 flyouts to left field and a single, so you know you got a stick. So now there's 8-6 and the winning runs on first base. And here comes the coach again to change shoes now. So now we had the wrong shoes on the pitcher's mound. Now we're going to have to change footwear. Another little delay. Can you imagine the pressure on this kid? Now he's got to tie his shoes out there, and he's got to do all this work, and then get back on the mound and throw strikes to the cleanup hitter just to finish off the game. That poor kid, I feel bad for him.
Well, it's going to build character, though.
It is, but he didn't get those shoes tied real tight, and the pitchers are particular. They're just like any athlete. They got to have things just right. So if they don't feel good, he's not going to throw strikes, and if he does, he'll probably leave something over the plate to a real good hitter here. So real pressure-packed situation here.
And Carson Neal came in batting .397.
That's actually a well-located pitch on the inside corner there. Barely caught the plate. He's not going to do much with that, even if he swings the bat.
Neal is 1 for 3 today. 2 flyouts and a single. In play. Grabbed by Walker. On to first. And it gets by Maxwell. 1 run in, 2 runs in, game is tied, winning run now on third.
Carson Neal safe on the throwing.
Welcome to travel baseball in Indiana.
King advances to third.
So that E6 proves costly.
Neal.
Cole scores, Welch scores, deadlocked at 8.
And now the winning run stands 90 feet away. So now if you're the pitcher, you can't put one past the catcher. You've got to get the ball at least 2 home plate. And you're throwing the ball to Trevor Hintz, who we know can hit.
Trevor Hintz, 1 for 2 today. He does have a sacrifice bunt. Sends that one over to third, and it's off the leg of Lang. And it goes into the outfield. Jackson Eckert gets upset, and who can blame him? And the winning run for the Indiana Thunder scores, and they go on to win it 9-8.
How about that? The ball spun like a golf shot. He did off the tip of the bat, spinning sideways, and there's really no way to play that if you've never seen that before on a turf field. I feel really badly over there for the third baseman and also for the shortstop. They had 2 plays to win it, couldn't execute.
And 4 errors for Royals White. They were up 8-4 going into the bottom of the 7th, and the Indiana Thunder come back and they find a way. They get it done. They advance to the Silver Championship Trophy game tomorrow. Well, that wraps up this one at the Greater Lafayette World Series. Thank you to our sponsors, Ford of Lafayette, Fraternal Order of Eagles, RME Insurance, Ozit Pizza, Toyota Susho America, and Walt's Other Pub for making this tournament possible. Our next game coming up in about 25 minutes, the Hoosier Warhawks against the BG Tomahawks in the 16 and under division. You've been watching the Greater Lafayette World Series on the ISC Sports Network.